Okay, so we're going to talk about concentration and solubility. So dissolving one substance into another makes a solution. The substance that dissolves is called the solute. The substance that does the dissolving is called the solvent. So in this example of adding sugar to water, the sugar is the solute and the water is the solvent. So in a concentrated solution, there are large amounts of solute in the solvent. Think about making juice from frozen concentrate. The concentrate has a large amount of orange solids, solute, in a small amount of water, so the solvent. You add water in order to make a diluted solution. A diluted solution has a small amount of solute in the solvent, so the orange juice that you actually drink is a diluted solution. So measuring concentration. Concentrated and diluted are not exact terms. They do not tell you the actual amount of solute in the solvent. Concentrated just means more solute per unit of solvent, and diluted means less solute per unit of solvent. The concentration of a solution tells you the amount of solute dissolved in a specific amount of solvent, or the amount of solute in a specific amount of solution. Concentration is usually expressed in grams per 100 milliliters. Sometimes you will see concentration stated in other ways. For example, the label on a juice box may say 5% real juice. Very low concentrations may be stated in parts per million, which you often see on bottles of water. So comparing concentration. To compare the concentration of two solutions, you need to know the amount of solute in the same volume of solvent in each solution. For example, you have two solutions. One has 10 grams of salt in 50 milliliters of water, so 10 grams per 50 milliliters, and the other has 25 grams of salt in 100 milliliters. So which one is more concentrated? So for a comparison, the volume of solvent must be the same for both solutions. So in our example, this means we need to double the 10 grams per 50 milliliters to 200 grams per 100 milliliters. So you know you are comparing the same amount of salt per 100 milliliters of water in both solutions. The solution with the most solute in the same amount of water is the most concentrated. The solution with 25 grams per 100 milliliters is more concentrated than the one with 20 grams per 100 milliliters. So saturated and unsaturated solutions. You can make a very diluted solution by adding a small amount of juice crystals to water. If you add more juice crystals, the solution becomes more concentrated. As long as the juice crystals keep dissolving, you have an unsaturated solution. An unsaturated solution is one in which more solute can dissolve. If you keep adding juice crystals until no more dissolve, then you will have a saturated solution. A saturated solution is a solution in which no more solute can dissolve at a given temperature. Solubility is the maximum amount of solute that you can add to a fixed volume of solvent at a given temperature. Hence, the solubility of juice crystals is the maximum amount of juice crystals that you could dissolve in water at that temperature. Every solution has a saturation point at a given temperature. This occurs when no more solute can be dissolved in a fixed volume of solvent at that temperature. So comparing solubility of common substances. The solubility of a solute is the maximum amount of solute that you can dissolve in a given amount of solvent at a given temperature. Different solutes have different solubilities. Solubility is a unique property of each substance. And that is the end. Thank you very much for watching.